Hello and welcome back to Core Finance. I'm Matt Brown. It gives me great pleasure, as always, to introduce David Paul onto the show, who is the MD of VectorVest. David, thank you so much for coming in today.
Well, thanks for having me, Matt. Good morning.
Absolute pleasure. Right, let's start off with, first off, actually, VectorVest. Tell us a little bit about yourself briefly for our viewers who are new to VectorVest.
Okay, well, each day VectorVest sorts all of the companies on the London stock market on an aim for value, safety of earnings, and the trend. We're looking for shares that are undervalued. We favour undervalued shares that are growing their earnings aggressively and trending up the page with little volatility. And we want to buy into those shares when the general market is rising. And to that end, VectorVest puts a number to value, it puts a number to the safety of earnings, it puts a number to the trend, and it puts a number to the general market. And using our Unisearch function, we can actually scan through the market and find shares that fit those parameters. And when you tick all the boxes, you get very lucky.
Fantastic. So you mentioned the market as a whole and getting the buy and sell signals. So just talk us through this chart and well, the market timing and what the chart and your system is telling you at the moment.
Well, yeah, this is the VectorVest composite. It's a composite indicator of all of the shares on the London market and on AIM equally weighted.
Understood.
We believe that an equally weighted index represents the sentiment of the market better than a market cap weighted index. Mm-hmm. It's, I think, the broadest measure of the market that I know of. And the green and the red triangles that you can see in the chart represent our most conservative market timing system. They're called confirmed calls. And we got a buy signal a few weeks ago, towards the end of September, and at the moment the market is trending up and it's safe to be in the stock market. So when we get one of those red triangles, then the market is trending down, and then it's time not to be buying anything more, and to be watching your stop losses and managing risk very carefully indeed. The last sell signal didn't come to much. It lasted a few days, and in my own portfolio there was absolutely nothing to do. None of the shares that I was holding came anywhere near their stop loss during that period.
Fantastic. Okay. And just briefly, I mean, it's key to see on here, you had the sell signal. The market traded sideways, but then you had the buy signal. And as we can see, there was a clear move upwards. So yeah, obviously, if you bought at that signal, you'd be sitting on a paper profit at this point.
Well, that's correct. I, in fact, added to a couple of positions that I had when that signal came in. Okay, our objective is to manage 10 to 12 positions well, and to spread ourselves across the market, no more than 2 shares in any one sector, any one area of the economy. And VectorVest calculates a stop loss for every share in the market every single evening, and we instruct our people to manage their money well, not to put any more than 1.5% risk into any one investment. The risk defined by the cash amount between the entry point and the stop loss. So the most that we should lose in any one share that would go against us would be 1 to 1.5%, to manage risk carefully and respect risk. Yes.
Fantastic. We're going to do another video with 4 particular stock picks, but you, just for our viewers, you also have, you're appearing at a show on Friday. If you can just talk us through what that show is and what you'll be doing there.
Well, yes, at the Novotel Hotel in Hammersmith, the investment show. We have 4 presentations during the course of the day. I'm doing 2 of them, and then we have our Director of Education doing another 2 presentations during the day. So if you come along to the Novotel in Hammersmith, we'll be there. We can show you VectorVest and show you how easy it is to find shares that are undervalued, that are growing their earnings aggressively and safely, that are rising.
Fantastic. Well, thanks very much for coming in. We're going to do a second video with 4 particular stock picks, but for the meantime, David, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks, Matt.